Mayor Coogan and Fire Chief, can you guys tell us any updates that you might have this morning right now?
The updates I would have would relate to the building and the tenants. What we have is the owner's here. He's bringing down his crew. They're going to board the building up, secure it. Then he'll deal with his insurance company and then whatever else he has to do. Our concern is the tenants that are in the Tomeo Center. We want to make sure they're placed in a safe, secure place that can handle their medical needs as quickly as possible. And we're also working on that, coordinating with his nursing staff.
Have you been able to determine how many people were here on the independent living side versus the assisted living side of things?
I don't have those numbers, sorry.
Can you talk about the ages of those who passed?
The ages of the residents?
That died.
Oh, I don't know the ages.
No, and we're still, like I said earlier, the notification process is still happening for that, so we're not able to release any of that.
No.
Is the owner being cooperative at this time?
Very cooperative. He knows he's responsible to take care of his residents, which is our main, as I said, our main concern. Granted, boarding up the building, we can handle that if he needed help with that, but at the same time, we want to make sure those people are taken care of. They had a good night last night at the Tomeo Center. I was down there this morning about 6:30. People were volunteering, bringing in food, muffins, McDonald's. Everybody got breakfast. With the cooperation of the fire department, we were able to get some nurses in the building to get the medicine, which obviously when people left, get out right now, they didn't take their medicine with them. So we're coordinating with that. We got their records out. So it's a lot of this kind of stuff you have to do to make sure people can live a full life to the best of our ability.
Man,
What's
can you talk about context of the significance of this to fall over?
This is very significant, but at the same time, it shows you what our public safety units are like. I mean, I was here last night till after 1, and it was a flood of police, firemen obviously in the building first. They were the ones that went in and made sure, that they could save as many of the residents as possible and get the fire out as quickly as possible. But it was a coordinated effort because then the residents came across the street. They were in this parking lot, and EMS was attending to them while Jeff Bacon and his crew were going back in to try to find more. At the same time, the police had to close off the whole road, and you were here, a lot of passers-by coming in, and to coordinate safety and control to make sure that these guys can do their job the way they did, which was 5 stars, and at the same time, get the residents to a safe place.
What's the owner's name?
Significance? This is, I think, the second deadliest fire in Fall River history.
I don't really know the numbers, but again, this is a big fire. If it was 1, it's 1 too many. So 10 is bordering on ridiculous.
Mayor Coogan, what's the owner's name?
Is there anything about an elevator? We've had some calls over the last couple of months about an elevator possibly working. Is there can you tell me anything about an elevator in here or anything around?
I have nothing. I have no information about any elevators. I haven't heard anything about it.
Chief,
were there any obstacles in the building to getting people out?
Complain about the portable units. Was that an issue last night of all that AC?
I would say the issue with the ACs is that the windows that would have affected the best rescues have the ACs in them. So the rescues had to be done through the smaller windows, which are typically bathroom windows. So that's the only thing that I can say of any relevance right now as far as that. But I think it's important to note that I would venture to guess, without knowing the exact number, that there were more rescues out of this building last night than there have been in the 23 years that I've been a firefighter combined.
What number would that be?
I would say over half the residents had to be rescued either out the windows or down the hallways down the stairs by fire and police.
What is the owner's name?
Dennis. Don't know it, don't have it in front of me, but I do. I have met with him a few times before. He has other property in Fall River. He's down here right now making plans to take his responsibilities seriously for the building and especially for the tenants.
Do you know how long he's owned this building?
I do not.
What has he said about the fire? Was it staffed properly inside overnight, and was there an evacuation plan?
Way too early for that. I'm sorry.
Mayor, can you talk? I mean, was this place on your radar in terms of inspections, in terms of conditions?
All of our nursing homes are on our radar for inspections, and I know that the fire department and EMS is out here. They do have tenants that have frequent health issues, so we know this building. We know it well. And again, we work with the staff here and the management to try to make sure if they need help, we're here for them.
Beyond those window ACs, were there any other obstacles that you ran into in getting people out of the building?
I would just say the mobility issues associated with this type of facility is the biggest obstacle, right? I mean, you have a lot of people that can hardly get out of the building on a good day, right? So that's probably, and that type of a labor-intensive operation is taxing to the biggest departments in the state. And so, I mean, 35 firefighters might seem like a lot, but when you think it takes 6 or 7 firefighters to get an average person out of a building safely, that puts into perspective how difficult it is and how time-consuming it is and how physically exhausting it is to make those rescues.
Chief, you might have already answered it, but were there any oxygen tanks inside there?
There's several oxygen tanks, irrelevant to really the fire at this time.
When you say numbers, what was that number that you said rescues out? You know, ballpark on that?
I would say over 30.
There's 69 residents, so halfway.
And that's all, obviously, so the firefighters who worked last night left shift this morning. We had peer support teams go to all the stations to check in with them to make sure that they knew they were supported for what happened here last night. We'll continue that process, but part of that is the next shift they work. We will do a review. We'll have better numbers then, and I will absolutely make sure I update you guys with actual numbers and rescues and all that stuff.
Do you think the state fire marshal is pinpointing an area where they're looking at the cause of this?
Absolutely.
Give us a sense?
Absolutely. It's still under investigation, and like I've said a couple times, that an incident like this, we need to make sure that any information we release is the most accurate information possible. The worst thing we can do is release information before we're 100% sure, and that's going to take some time.
Were there working smoking detectors, and was there an evacuation plan for this building?
So per DPH, there is an evacuation plan, and we do we inspect this building. So without knowing, I would say that there is an evacuation plan, but I can't confirm that right now.
And for those 30 people that were transported to the hospital, how are they doing right now? Do you have any inklings on any injuries or the types of injuries that they're dealing with?
I do not. I'm sorry. So we still have 2 in critical condition. That's all I know. I don't know the status of the other victims.
The last time it was 1 in critical. Do we have 2 in critical this morning?
Okay, 1 in critical. Okay, I'm sorry.
One.
I
That's
misspoke.
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
1 in critical.
And we have that could obviously increase the fatalities here. We have official right now, is it 9 or 10?
9 is the official fatality count right now.
And you're in contact with all the families at this time?
Yeah. So through the city, through the state, we're making notifications and trying to help out the families as best we can.
The calls have been overwhelming of support from throughout the community. I'm going to stay on the best part of a very, very, very tragic situation. This city stepped up big time. Our public safety crew stepped up big time, whether it was fire, police, and I just want to stress that this was not anybody's plan on a Sunday night at the middle of July to come out here and tackle this, and they did a spectacular job in short work.
What are the next steps for this building?
The next steps of the building is to board it up. The owner has said he's going to leave someone on site because we don't want anybody coming in, looking for medicine, looking to see if there's any valuables left in the building. Once it's boarded up, he said he'll keep someone here, which is what we want. And then I'm very insistent that he heads down to the Tomeo Center and talk to his residents and make plans going forward for what he's going to do with those people, because we want them in a place where they're safe and secure, and through no fault of their own, we'll do whatever we can to help.
And for the people who were who survived this, who were rescued from this, they're at a shelter right now. Are they going to be there long term, or you know where they're going to be at?
That's going to be between the owner and the shelter's run by a friend of ours, Tom Mello. He does it for us in the winter, overflow shelter for homeless. He can hold 35, 40 people. So it was very, very good that we had that facility to get them down there right away. Showers, laundry. We have their medical staff going in and out already. The people I talked to that were down there were highly complimentary of how fast we got them a place to go last night, which is on 11 o'clock on a Sunday night for 30-something people. And the bus pulled up and got them down there. They were very pleased. And now we're going to do our follow-up work and make sure we have something more permanent for them.
Well, this,
the Tomeo Center, TIMAO. It's right at the bottom of Kennedy Park.
will the city of Fall River financially support these people in any way?
We'll do whatever we have to do to help these people to the best of our ability.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you.
I think one other thing I would like to add is that the building will be secured. There will be security here, and within an hour, all medications will be removed from this building. So I'd like to get that out there, that this building will be of no value to anybody within an hour or so.
Yep.
All right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.